Here's another update to my Zenith K725. I've managed to go ahead and get a terminal strip in, and with that I went on ahead and put the diode in, which is down underneath of this resistor here, and then I put the resistor in and I put some spaghetti tubing over that so it wouldn't come in contact with this over here. And then I went to put a safety cap into the thing, and I've got these safety caps here like that, but when I went to cut the old ceramic capacitor out, I ran into a problem here. I don't know if there's enough light to see. Hopefully there is. Let me see, I might turn on another light here. That might help a little bit. Right here is where the power lines come in. And you can see, if I can, let me get a pointer here. Something to point with anyhow. I had one capacitor, it was marked as C39 on the schematic. But the one capacitor had three leads again. Had a lead there, a lead over here, and a lead here going to chassis ground. But it was just one ceramic capacitor. And let's see, here's the capacitor. You can see where I cut the three leads off of it there. Of course, safety capacitor only has two leads. I looked on the schematic and it shows two capacitors being in there, and I'm wondering, did that one ceramic disc capacitor double as two capacitors, having three leads on it with the center one going to ground? Because it shows a C39 A and a C39 B, both at 0.01 microfarad. And for the life of me, I can't find another one on the line in here. This line here coming in comes up and goes up here and eventually winds up coming out here at the terminal strip. And this line here goes over to the volume control potentiometer. I say that's the only one I could see on the line, was that one right there. So I don't know what to do about that, if I'm supposed to hook a safety capacitor here and another one here and then run them both to a common ground there, or just put one across the line between the blue wire and the black wire, or what the heck to do about that. Doesn't take me long to get lost on this stuff. Just curious as to what anybody's thoughts would be on that. But anyhow, we'll go ahead back over here. I've been doing a little bit of work on the case as well. I took the logos out of the case and I started trying to polish this up. Well, I come across, let's see, I got these polished up pretty good. There's the dial, and there's the Zenith logo, and then the crown and the shield. And I used that Flitz polish to polish those up. I came up here and I started polishing this stuff, and I've seen Buzz's K725, and these parts here came off and were brass as well. Well, on this one, apparently on the K725 they went cheaper, and these are just stuck on with glue or something because there's no backing in the back that goes all the way through with tabs that bend over. And if you look at it here, I don't know if you can tell, but it looks like I'm wiping the brass away from it, like they were just brass plated. And then of course they did the same thing, it looks like, with the dial up here, because the dial actually has some rust on it. And where I've been trying to clean away at the rust, you can see it looks like it's turning into white metal underneath. And that's got me bummed out. I suppose I could paint all of them brass, but then I'd have to go back through and re-letter or renumber all this dial scale here. And I just don't think I'm that good at it, that I can get all those in place where they're supposed to be. It's supposed to be a birthday present from my Uncle Dan down in Tennessee. And I'm pretty sure he wouldn't care about that. He might just think it gives it character or something. I don't know. But I'd hate to take it down there and have little spots of brass all over it gone. Brass plating gone. And I just wish they hadn't went so cheap with the thing. Made it like the G725 where it would be all brass instead of part of it being brass and part of it being plated. But that's about where it stands right now. Other than getting this safety capacitor situation straightened out on it, I'm kind of at a standstill. If I get that done, we can move forward some more. And I guess that's about it for this video. This is Gary, signing off. Well, here's our tulip tree blooming out. Let me see if I can give in on it here. I might be able to get closer yet if I don't. Let me see if I can get closer up to the tree itself here. There's one of the blooms on it. You can see pretty good. We've always just called it a tulip tree. Does that mean it's also a poplar tree? Just curious.